Hello, everyone. I'm AT Storm Track meteorologist Austin Haskins. It was yet another very warm and sunny day across western Wisconsin on our Monday, and our stretch of very warm weather is going to continue today all the way through Thursday. The next two afternoons, though, do feature a slight chance for a couple of pop-up showers and isolated thunderstorms. The better coverage looks to be tomorrow. Today's chances really on the very low side of things, but everyone at least has a chance for showers and storms on Thursday. That one looks to be at least be a little more widespread, meaning that I think more people will see rain out of that versus what we'll have in the forecast the next day or so. Fire danger is still very high to high across the area, even the extreme category for the counties in red. However, we have no red flag warnings or special weather statements in place today for any fire concerns. The reason for that is because the dew points are going to be coming up. You'll see that here in a second. But the overall relative humidity is going to be closer to 35 to 40% versus 10 to 20% like it's been the last couple of days. And then the winds overall not all that strong. But with that being said, still thinking it's going to be a little bit elevated at least the next couple of days. So again, still want to avoid burning at all costs. Now, as you see here on the forecast for the dew points, they're coming up into the mid to maybe even the upper 50s today with that southerly to southeasterly wind. Now, we've had that southerly wind around the last couple of days, but the reason why the dew points have stayed so low is there was an area of low pressure sitting and spinning across the southern states that was blocking the moisture from the Gulf to stream up to the north. That low's moving away, so we'll see those dew points start to come up today. And then tomorrow and Thursday, they'll be a little bit closer to about 60 or so. And that increase in the dew points will at least allow for a couple pop-up heating of the day showers in the afternoon. Again, I'm not expecting much, if anything, out of this today, but it's about a 10 to 15% chance that a shower or two is possible. And once the sun goes down tonight, so after about 8:30, the chances go away. We'll have a few clouds overnight. And then tomorrow, I think we'll have a slightly better chance for a number of showers and isolated storms around. Again, the coverage is going to be isolated, but I think we'll have a slight increase in the number of them around. Once the sun goes down, that goes away. Now, as we head into Thursday, a bigger system is going to be moving into western Minnesota, eastern South Dakota, swinging through Minnesota as the day goes on. We're going to be watching the potential for some showers and storms maybe during the morning on Thursday, and this will be likely a complex of storms coming out of the Dakotas into western and southern Minnesota late Wednesday night to Thursday morning. The latest Weather Future Track here has it diminishing as it moves into our area, but we're looking at a lot of sunshine, and then that'll be the fuel for more showers and storms as we head into Thursday, mid to late afternoon into the evening hours. And this is the one that we got to watch kind of closely because that one could feature the potential for severe storms. We have a level 2 risk in place for the areas in yellow. So it runs from near Weyerhaeuser and Ladysmith down to about Elk Mound and Durand in areas east, and a level 1 risk to the north and west. Right now, it appears to be an all hazards threat with hail and wind kind of being the primary threat, with the tornado risk more of a secondary threat. But how the storm cluster out of the South Dakota into southern Minnesota evolves Thursday morning, plus some other key factors, will be kind of key in how this threat will play out. But it is looking like we're going to have temperatures up in the 80s, dew points in the 60s, and strong south to southeast winds. Some of the ingredients are at least going to be there. So it's one of those things that we'll just need to kind of watch things closely. But as we get newer data in over the next 24 to 48 hours, we'll be able to kind of fine tune the timing and the details a little bit. And I would expect at least some change to this map. So again, stay with us and we will keep you updated as the days go on. Now, as we get into Friday and Friday night, we're still going to maintain some rain chances around as the low moves up into northern Minnesota and eventually Canada, and we get some wraparound showers in the forecast, and that may spill over even into early Saturday morning. So after going almost 2 weeks without seeing any rain, we finally have rain chances in the forecast, and at least Thursday, Friday's chances, more people should see rain out of that. And overall rain the next 5 days, again, it's not a lot of rain, but we will certainly take it. On an average basis, about 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch, but within thunderstorms, those numbers may be elevated in some locations. But certainly some rain is in the forecast, and we really need it, so we'll take anything that we can get. But until then, We're going to still deal with the sunshine and the very warm conditions. Highs again in the mid 80s, a few upper 80s in spots. Again, the average high in Eau Claire today is 69, so we're going to be nearly 20 degrees above that. Lows tonight, upper 50s and lower 60s, so a warmer night ahead. And then we're looking at mostly low to mid 80s tomorrow, upper 70s around Medford. And then into Thursday, we're looking at highs upper 70s in Medford, but mostly in the mid 80s. Some of the data is suggesting temperatures a little bit cooler than this because of cloud cover and or any precipitation around. Others actually have temperatures even a few degrees above what I have here. So it'll be kind of key on how warm it gets on Thursday, but we're still looking at least 80s regardless, because then we're dropping to about 63 on Friday. Depending on how fast the system moves through, we could be a little warmer, we could even be a little cooler than that. But Saturday, highs in the 50s, lows in the 30s and lower 40s, and then rebounding slightly back to the 60s Sunday and Monday.